What's another destiny rewriter, bishop of my soul, lifter of my heart. Walk my mega, he alele was super. Walk by Billy Bin another. Walk your way night again. Yeah, what's another? Walk my Billy Bin another. God bless you, everyone. Invite somebody, share this video, and invite somebody. Oh my God, I am so excited and ready. Deliver my fourth in the fire. Walk my mega God. He alele super. Oh, Connie, I love that. Walk my baby. Walk my mega God. He alele super. Eternity to thy kingdom come. God bless you. Thanks for joining. Invite somebody, guys. This is gonna be amazing. Yeah. Yeah, Usanaga. Well, Talabani so. Wapa mega, wapa mega lele. Jesu no lati, iya lele wasu oh. Wapa gbini gbina na dege, wapa na dege. Walk your round your night dege. Hey Usenaga, wapa gbini gbina na dege. God bless you, Sunny Light. Thanks for joining. Oh, Peter Swallow, God bless you, big bros. I celebrate you, man of God. Thanks for joining. Invite somebody and share this video. Share it on Messenger. Invite people on your WhatsApp. We're going to pray. Yeah. And thanks for joining the Wednesday broadcast. Yeah, Usana, when over, hey. When over, I see Linda. God bless you, my dear minister. I celebrate you. God bless you, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm just gonna play this music. And one of my track, many of you are not used to this, is also from the Balm of Gilead. Okay. God bless you, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. There's a saying from where I come from. I'll say it in Bini and then I will explain to you. Invite somebody. This is going to be one of the message that's going to create room for you to enter freedom. So there's a saying where I come from. It says, "Obora bonoma we ada hiavie wasada utulegbera." Proudly Edo. It said, even when a voodoo priest, even when a prophet, even when a seer, even when it don't matter if they Let me know it a bit. If they prophesy for you and tell you, oh, you are going to sleep there at the 4th junction, oh, this is your lot. At the 4th junction, that is where you are going to spend the rest of your life. Is if you get to that 4th junction, when you get to that 4th junction, you don't stay there and really wait for that deed to before you. When you get to that 4th junction that they prophesied, that they said, when you get there, that's where you're going to sleep and die. He said you will run past. When you get to that junction, this is where they prophesy or they prophesy that I'm going to die. When you get to that junction, you will gather strength and courage and make sure that you run past that 4th junction. Speed, my dear. You don't wait there and wait for their prophecy to come to pass. You don't settle down there and say, this is where they said I would die. Okay, let me just wait here and die. You get there and you will run past. Now, let me tell you my own story. Many of you that already know. I always use my own to tell you because it's my testimony. And that is how I'm able to tell you because I've been there. So, after my divorce with my ex, I was still answering Iyobo Vanlee Rock. That was my first brand as a gospel singer. So I didn't want to change the name. A lot of my CDs carry that name. I've already built that name. Plus, Arabo Shata. I didn't want people to know. Then I wasn't ready to let the world know that Iyobo for Christ went through divorce. Because they just ordained me the minister. Mashata. So I was not ready to face the crowd. I was not ready to face their critique. I was not ready. But this time, I was already doing women empowerment. I was empowering people. I was going through my own wilderness. After 2 years, almost 3 years, my brother-in-law, who is a pastor, my elder sister's husband, coincidentally, his name is also Austin, Pastor Austin. So my mom have 2 Austins. My husband, prophet, he is a pastor. My mom is so blessed. Anyway, he called me, he said, listen, you receive sense and brain. Because God used him to carry me through that period. That wilderness that I went through, my brother-in-law know everything, even more than my mom. He's my confidant. My brother-in-law. So he said, come. When are you going to drop this name? When are you going to stop? You are all about identity. When are you going to stop faking it? I'm like, what? He said, when are you going to drop this name and let your followers know that this is what you've been through? I said, none of their business. He said, well, it is their business, God, because you are under the spotlight. And this is what you preach. This is the reason why God made you to go through this storm. If you don't tell them, you're young. You're going to date again. You're going to date again. You're going to fall in love again. You're young. So what's going to happen if one of your fans, peradventure, sees you somewhere with another man? They don't show their face. They will just take you picture and say, hey, we saw Iyobo Vanlee Rock, because you are still pretending that you are married. Miserable, divorce, and you are still pretending that you are married. What is going to happen when they see you? Before you finish explaining yourself, if the person even come and tell you, they've already spoiled your career. He said, which one is worse? He said, listen, if you were not under the spotlight, it's not the problem. He said, you need to tell it yourself. Tell the story yourself. I said, I'm not ready. He said, you got to be ready to face it. Mashatabo said it. He said, but you must be ready to face it. You must decide now that this is the time where you face it. He said, because otherwise, your message will not be authentic. He said, you've gathered enough strength. Stop faking it. Go out there on your page and tell them and removed that Van Leeuwen. That's how Yobo for Christ came. That's how this brand came about, Yobo for Christ. And I did. All hell broke loose. Things started going, where people were spreading rumor. I raised up myself. I said, Yobo, you got to stand now. This is the time where I will not be afraid anymore. I refuse to die inside this silence because of what people will say. Yobo for Christ, divorce. Hey, what have she done? Blah, 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 blah. Nobody will give you time to say your own story. My brother-in-law said, it's the time for you to face this giant. Yobo, you have to stand up, be strong, and face this giant. Once and for all, you have to deal with this nonsense. He said, face them. Because you are preaching it to people. They have to be tough. They have to be strong. He said, you are a wimp, God. He told me straight up to my face. He said, if you don't do this, your message is not authentic. So I did. And here I am. Do you know how I got into relationship with my husband? I was doing a live video one day. And I mentioned that I'm divorced. I was just pissed off about something. And I was like, when I went through my divorce, blah, blah, blah. I said it. I just said it. And he was listening. Prophet Austin Moses has been my fan for a long time. So he was listening to that live broadcast. And he heard, he was like, what? She's divorced? What happened? I said it. The reason why I was able to say it because I decided I'm going to break free from listening to what people will say or wanting to like care like, oh, what they're going to think, how they're going to conclude, blah, 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 blah. I broke free and I started talking about it and I shared my testimony. That's what happened. I must see me not buy so. Listen, and even though it was your mistake, you can still get up and rebel against your mistake. Tonight, we are going to rebel against every giant that have been tormenting us. I stood up and I said, I'm going to rebel against this thing. I started talking about it. I confronted every giant. I faced the lie. I faced the talk. Everything. You don't want to know. Let's not even go there. A lot happened on this very social media. Look at the story today. I had to get up and stand my ground. This is it. This is where we are. And I'm going to fight. And I'm going to take you straight to the scripture. When you get to that junction, my friend, run past. Don't let them meet you there at the place where they concluded that you would die. Get up and run past. This is a government that they've established. This is a saying that they have said concerning you. They've concluded. This is a conclusion they've taken. You must get up and say, not here. I'm going to die here. I'm not going to die here. I will run past. I will stand up. I will fight. I will dust myself and I will rebel against this thing. Enough is enough. I'm going to face this Goliath once and for all. This Goliath that have been tormenting me and my entire generation, I'm going to fight this time. Follow me to the scripture. Genesis 27. Genesis 27 verse 40. I'm going to read different translation. Genesis 27, 40. Somebody should help me to write it there. Eba Esau, when the brother took his blessing, he got there. The mother tricked him, tricked the father. They took his blessing. Nothing left for this dude. When he came in, he was telling the father, so what am I going to do now? His father said, I've emptied myself for your brother. Well, this is your lot. This is what is going to happen. Guy, you are going to struggle. Your own is not going to be rosy. The father was saying to him, read Bible. He said, your own is not going to be rosy. You are going to live by your own sword, meaning you are going to always fight. You are going to always defend yourself. You are always going to have to fight for everything. It's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a difficult thing. He said, but when you are tired, let's go. Genesis 27 verse 40, the New Living Translation. He said, you will live by your sword, and you will serve your brother. But when you decide to break free, I said decision is the drive you need to thrive. The moment you are able to get up and take a decision about that issue, you will find yourself growing. You will find yourself expanding. You will experience elevation. You will experience acceleration, as my husband preached today. The moment you decide on this matter, because you know what? Sometimes we say we want to break free, especially people that are in an abusive relationship. We want to break free. I'm tired. Oh my God, I can't take this anymore. Every time you come back and complain, when the love is sweet again, you are there again. Until they beat you blue black again, you come back. You don't want to be free. Treat you like trash. You don't want to break free. You talk about it. We cry about it. We whine about it. We refuse to take decision. We even pray about it. But the thing is, you must decide that I am sick and tired of getting sick and tired. I'm going to get out of this situation. I'm going to confront this mountain. He said, when you are tired, when you decide, listen, look at it. He said, but when you decide to break free, when you decide to break free, you will shake his yoke off your neck. Karabo shata. He said you will shake it. You will shake his yoke off your neck when you decide to break free. You see this thing you are whining about. You see this thing that you're complaining about. Is your inability to decide. You are acting like confused.com. When the Lord said, I have not given you the spirit of fear, but of boldness and a sound mind. A sound mind is an ability to discern. To see situation for what they are. Don't be lying to yourself. Don't be covering up. Don't sweep it under the carpet. Bring it out and say, this is what it is. I'm going to face this thing. I'm going to confront this thing. I'm going to decide what to do about this issue. This thing has overstayed. He said, when you decide to break free, you will shake his yoke off your neck. The Message translation. He said, you will live by your sword. Hand to mouth, mean you will struggle. The father was talking to Esau. He said, and you will serve your brother. You'll be a slave to your brother. God punish devil. He said, but when you can't take it anymore, when you can't take it anymore, you will break loose and run free. The CEV translation. He said, you will live by the power of your sword and be your brother's slave. But when you decide to be free, you will break loose. And the GNT translation, that was where I got my title from. He said, you will live by your sword, but be your brother's slave. You are empowered. You are carry title. You can fight. You can do this. You are a fighter. You are a warrior, but you are still behaving like a slave. You are still a slave to that thing. He said, but you will be a slave. Your brother's slave. He said, yet when you rebel, when you rebel, you will break away from his control. When you rebel, I will explain the meaning of rebel. When you not rebel, you will break away from his control. Mashata. And the JUB translation says, and by the sword shall thou live and shall serve thy brother. Yet there shall be a time. There shall be a time when you shall have dominion and thou shalt break his yoke off thy neck. A time. The time has come. You must understand the season that we are. He said, a time will come when you will have dominion. Where you will understand that, hold on. This is not right. I'm not supposed to be treated like this. I'm not supposed to settle for this. These clothes don't fit me anymore. This is not how I want to live my life. This is not what I settled for. This is not what I signed for. I know my rights. I know my rights. I know where I stand. I can't take this anymore. He said, then, when that time comes, he said, you will have dominion. Daniel said, and I, Daniel, understood by book. What was he saying? He said, the time that this slavery is supposed to reach has exceeded. Because of his understanding, going to find out, hold on, what has been written concerning my people? He understood that this thing has exceeded. You are supposed to have expired by now. Makuta. He said, I understood my book. And he rose up and began to pray. Makuta shatele de bozote. He said, but when you rebel, you will break free. What's the meaning of rebel? A rebel is a person who rises in opposition or armed resistance against an established government or leader, to oppose, to resist, rise up against, rally, to protest, to take a stand. You stand up and say, I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. I'm going to shake this off me. I'm going to become radical. I'm going to become stubborn. I'm going to rebel against this government, against this established government. I don't know the government that have been reigning and ruling in your family. I don't know the government that have been saying what will happen in your life. I don't know the king that have exalted himself above the word of God in your life. I don't know what have stayed too long, that overstayed in your life. I don't know that thing that have pinned you down for too long. This is the time the Lord said you will have dominion, because you understand now that it's not supposed to be. I don't know what they have established, what they have concluded, what they have said, what have existed long in your family. The time has come when you decide that I want to break free. The decision is yours, Mashata. You are to decide, I will not live another day like this. I want to break free. I want to break free. You must decide. I was telling a friend one day, I said, listen, this talk today, talk tomorrow, talk this, it's not going to solve it. You either make it work or walk away. You have two choices. You are either going to make this thing work or walk away. Don't die there. It's your decision. It's the decision you need right now. The thing that's going to give you power to overcome is your decision. The moment you decide about what you are going to do, stop calling people. Stop. When the Lord gave me this word, my husband was talking to somebody, and then the Lord dropped this scripture and said, give it to this person. So I gave it to my husband. And the Lord was speaking to me later. He said, people have to decide for themselves. What is it that you really want? You've been whining too long about this thing. You've eaten junk for too long. You've allowed them to feed you poison for too long. You have played the fool for too long. You have played the mumu for too long. How long are you going to allow them? Yes, they hurt you. Yes, they rob you. You are going to stay in bitterness forever. Look at what happened to Esau. And do you know that that prophecy came to pass? In the time of his generation later to come, they rebelled and they said, we're going to break free. This dude did not get out of that bondage. He tarried. What are you going to do about this situation? Nobody will take this decision for you. You alone, you are the one that's wearing the shoe. You know where it hurts. A pastor that one pastor of Redeem, when I was in Nigeria last year, we were told, stab the wife to death, stab her until she died. A Redeemed pastor. What do you think led to that? It's not that very day that it started. No, it didn't. This thing has been on. But you say, oh, I don't want to divorce. I don't want to. You know, I'm a pastor. I'm a this, I'm a that. And you refuse to make it work. Oh, it's not working. Both of you refuse to make it work. Or one person just decide to be stubborn and say, I am the devil in this relationship. Refuse to go. And you decide that, you know what, let's just be patching it. And one day you end up killing somebody. Or somebody end up killing you. Which one is worse now? Because they have made this thing a taboo in our community. You will just say, you are supposed to be this, divorce, no! Don't even go there. And you find people, especially ministers of God, carrying heavy weights that they can't talk to people about. And the Lord is waiting for you and saying, decide. You decide what you want to do. You either make it work or you walk away. You either stand up to that thing or that thing will oppress you. And you will be a slave forever. There is a time when you need to break free. There is a time where dominion is given unto you. There is a time where your knowledge expands, when you are exposed to Rema. Bakonta Shata. Where you are exposed to the word of God that enlightens your mind. There is a time. And when you've been exposed to that word, what do you do with it? When you've been exposed to what belongs to you, what is rightfully yours, what God has ordained and what God has not ordained. When you not discover by the written word that this is not supposed to be, this is not right. What are you going to do? You're still going to keep you're still going to keep listening to what people will say, thinking what they will say, thinking what they will do, and you stay a slave. When your father is a king, you decide to settle for a slave. Listen, let's go to Luke. Shatabo. Luke 15, 14 to 18. Let's go quickly. Luke 15, 14 to 18. Yes. He said, and when he had spent all, the prodigal son, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his field to feed swine. And he would fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him. He didn't mind eating junk. He didn't mind eating the rest of it. I said, not even that they did not give him. 17. And when he came to himself, 17. When he came to himself, he said, how many hired servants of my father have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? 18. I will arise and go to my father, and will say unto him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before thee. When he came to his senses, he said to himself, when he by himself came to his senses, decided that this is not okay. My father is a rich man. I'm a prince. I'm not supposed to be among this pigs. I'm not supposed to be seen here, not to talk of eating junk. And I'm dying. He said, I will arise. I will arise. I'm not going to wait for nobody. The Bible did not record that they not gather and say, oh, you know, your father is a king, your father is a rich man. You should just go back. I think you should take our advice. Nobody advised him. He himself advised himself. Like, what am I doing here? I'm going to die here when my father owns everything. He said, I will arise and go back to my father. Look at what the Amplified Version says, 15. He said, so he went and forced himself on one of the citizens of that country, who sent him into his field to feed pigs. The CEB translation says, he hired himself out to one of the citizens of that country, who sent him into his field. He hired himself out. He attached himself to one of the citizens. You know, when you force yourself on people, when you force yourself to belong, just there's nothing I can do about it. You know, what can I do? I just have to settle for this. He is the one that attached himself. They did not come and drag him. He himself attached himself. And he himself knew that, wait, I'm the one that attached myself. I was talking about abuse one day. I was saying, I don't believe in this thing. People say, well, when they not see your picture, rest in peace. They say, you know, she was in love. I said that day. I said, my friend, what happened? You fell in love, Abi. They fall out. You fell in love, right? The same way you fell in love, fall out. If it's going to cost you your life, if it's going to rob you of your God-ordained destiny, if it's going to remove you from the path of the master, if it's going to destroy what God has called you into this world to do, if it's going to ruin your purpose in life, then fall out. Before they kill you and you die early age, fall out. The same way you fell in, fall out. He attached himself. Only he decided that, you know what, I want to detach. I can't take this anymore. I can't do this anymore. My father is a rich man. He said, I will arise. When he came to his senses, look into the mirror and advise himself, I will arise. I will go back to my father. Now let me waka come here. Oh, let me we waka back. Back to my father. I will go back to my father's love. So what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't even matter if it was your mistake. It doesn't even matter if you were the one that foolishly or stupidly or out of ignorance, you attach yourself to that thing. Whatever that thing is, I don't know what it is. It might be a job. It might be a clique. It might be a relationship. It might be anything. It might even be a character trait that you've lost in now. I always hammer about character. It might even be a character, an attitude that you've lost in now, that you've fed in now. You have been feeding that character, you've been feeding that attitude. Now it has become part of you, and you cannot detach yourself from it. You cannot separate yourself from that character trait, and it's killing you. Doesn't matter how you ended up there. You yourself, you have to now decide, I'm coming out of it. I can't take this anymore. I won't do this anymore. I won't settle for this anymore. This is not supposed to be part of me. This thing, I'm not supposed to struggle with it at this time of my life. After all I know about my father. After all I know about what the sacrifice that was done at the cross. No. This is not supposed to be. I am going back to my father's love. I am going to detach myself from that thing. I am going to get up and rebel back at Oshatalate and war against this thing and say, you have existed for too long. Everything they have expiring date to even this one, Mashataya. Say tonight you are going to expire. Lagado Shataya. You are going to pray seriously and say, God, give me the grace. Adabado Jataladabo Sete. Give me strength, courage. Ekadabo duasia epara untiede lekata. The ability to decide is not the devil, it's not the enemy, it's not the witch, it's nothing, it's not even powers from your father's side that is keeping you. You cannot decide. Every time they bring that junk, you open your mouth and you let them put it inside like dustbin. You are not a dustbin. This thing is draining your oil. This attachment, this place that you've cleaved yourself to, this thing is killing you. This thing is drying you. There is no joy inside of you anymore. There is no peace inside of you anymore. And where there is no joy, the Holy Spirit is not present. He is your joy inside of you. When you lose it, you lose out. You lose out on what the Father is doing. In this season, you can't afford to lose your joy. We are going to pray. Mashata latabosete rekada basote se Father makura dele bashata. Empower me to decide. Katoshata ibarakoto lesa. If you understand this one prayer point, say, Father, empower me to decide. Emalakura sekete bakure sie delibra ekata. Mashanda larabakure de bosata. Father, empower me to decide. Lebarakoto leshata. Lismaragado jadalarabosete. Empower me to decide. Ragadose telebrakato shata. Bakure sekele brakado lekata. Arise in your spirit and rebel against this thing. Ikabashata yabosata. Say, I rebel against this government. Empower me to decide. Resetele bakura sata. Mashanda la bakura rabozete. Empower me to decide. Isma ukoto lebrakato zianda ekata. Empower me to decide. La kuresete lebrakato shata. Isalabakura neboko shia dalabohu. Marabasondo lebrakatuzia elekata. Empower me to decide. Eleva shata larabozote. Bakure siete lebrakatuzia legada. Rakado shanta larabakura etaya. Empower me to decide on this matter. Imalako to se rakado shata. I have decided I will not die here. Makure setaya. I have decided I will not attach myself anymore to failure. I will not attach myself anymore to losers, to gossipers. I will not attach myself anymore to fear. I have taken a decision today. I'm stepping out. Empower me to decide. I rebel against this thing. I rebel against this thing. I rebel against this thing. I war against this thing. Whatever that thing may be, I have taken a decision today. Say, Father, empower me to decide. Empower me to decide. Mashada la kute se brakado sata. Lesma utiada la brakado lekata. Listen, I'm going to be using myself to give you prayer points for tonight. This is a serious business. We are going to rebel against everything that has held us, that have stopped us from growing. No more tears. I've told you times without number that it was a decision I took by myself. When I talk to you, but your heart is beating so fast. If you are not careful, you're going to die. Another person will just carry children like that. And they will go and remarry. The one that my father said, I'm going to do your native. On my phone, I am not done. Nobody will take me before my time. So I wept one day, the whole night. After crying for a long time, I took a selfie. I said, listen, you boy, we ain't going to cry no more. This is the last time you cry about this thing. Yobo, you've done your best. A time should come when you tell yourself, I have done all I know to do. I have tried my best. So I took a selfie. My eyes all swollen. I cried the whole night. I said, I will not cry anymore. This is the last time. And God started to open door for me. And the first door that was open then was to the Caribbean. So I went to the Caribbean. Went preaching to women. Gathering women and mending broken pieces. I myself was broken in that moment. But because I took decision, it became my drive. It became something that empowered me to thrive. I said, you know what? That's it. I won't cry anymore. So I was in the Caribbean. Divorce paper was waiting for me at home. I knew about it. Every time it come, I would see it. I said, I refuse to sign. I will not sign. The lawyer called me. I was in the Caribbean. Gina was there in the room with me. She said, Mevrouw van Lierop, Mrs. van Lierop, whatever they call you. You don't know what is about to happen to you. I said, what? She said, your husband said he won't divorce. I don't even know what is wrong with you. Everybody knows about this story. Okay, it's not you that caused this thing. Why don't you want to sign? You just sign this thing. You sign and make it easy. So you don't have to spend money. And then you take what belongs to you. I say, all die, now die. Madam, all die, now die. I said, let him do his worst. Sure, you are the lawyer. He said, oh, I'm supposed to be both of you. He said, no, I don't need you to defend me. He said, I'm just telling you, you're going to lose everything. I said, what? What am I going to lose? You think that's my priority now? I said, I don't care. Do your worst. I said, right now, I'm somewhere in the Caribbean, doing my father's business. Then that same day, I went to a church to minister. You should see me jumping up. You would think this girl got it all together. But all hell broke loose that period. I didn't care. Because I took a decision and said, I will not cry over this thing anymore. I said, God, if it must happen, let it happen. If you permit it, if you permit it, then you have a reason for it. But for me to lie down inside my bed and cry all night, when my husband refused to touch me for 3 years, I'm still crying. I said, listen, if this must happen, let it happen. I told the lawyer, I said, they let me lose everything. I said, I'm not going to sign. I didn't marry to divorce. But if God wants it to happen, I said, let it happen. I said, I'm not coming to the court. So what? I said, shut up in the Caribbean, so you are talking to me now. Alfred, get out of my phone. Matakabo Shataya. But before when this letter come in, I will panic. What did the lawyer say? I will open it. I will do this. Hell, what's wrong with this man? But at the time, I say, yo, boy, you can't do this no more. You got work to do. I decided. I say, every time I look at that picture, I say, yo, boy, me and you, we decided. We ain't going to cry anymore. Brace up yourself, girl. Enough is enough. You are going to stand up tonight. I don't know what has been intimidating you. And the reason why you are feeling so drained and tired, because you've not decided in your mind. You've not settled things in your mind, in your spirit, saying, this is how I want it, this is what I want. Whatever must happen, let it happen. I said to myself, I said, oh, die now, die. That is the point you must get to. You are going to say, Makurande epara okote kaya. Barese telebragade. Say all the way, Jesus. Say labo shata. I have decided I'm not going back. Alabo shaya na dobo sata. Makoto sete. Say, I have decided all the way, Jesus. I'm not going back. Say, I am not going back. I have decided, I am taking myself off this path. I say, I will not fear this letter anymore. I told the lawyer, I said, go and tell him, you and him, do your worst. I have decided I'm taking up my father's business. I'm not going to stay in bed and cry. And you're not going to drag me to court. I didn't sign for divorce. I am going to shift my mind. I'm going to shift my focus and say, you know what? Before I got married, I was in love with Jesus. You ain't going to quench my fire. You're not going to quench my oil. I said, you know what? You do your work. And I took my face off it. I said, I'm not going to cry about it anymore. My mom will ask me, how is everything? I say, Mom, yes, say, I'm fine. You are going to say, I am taking my eyes off this nonsense. All the way for Jesus. I'm going back. I'm going to face my calling. Marriage or no marriage. Child or no child. Job or no job. I want to be at my father's business. You must decide. You can't do it in depression. You can't do it with a confused mind. You cannot thrive. You cannot grow. You cannot excel. You cannot expand. You cannot dominate. You cannot be in authority. With a mind that is defeated. You are praying. Say, Father, I have decided today, I am taking my face off this mountain and I'm following my Father. Father, empower this decision I've taken. No more. Makute, mandala boshata, likata la boshata. Say no more. Ele makuranta la boshata. Le kata bakute le brakata. E parasoya la kute siata ekwa. Bakurente le ba ishata. Say I am going this path. I am going to leave this path and I'm going to enter this path. Ele kato yasata. I choose for peace. Eh shata yakato. I choose for joy. E makato shanda la rabosata. I am tired of crying. Makutaya la bosete. Likata, we are praying. We are praying. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of whining. I'm taking my face off this mountain. And I'm going to face where I'm going. Let me shock you. There were a series of testimonies that happened. Miracles. When I was there in the Caribbean, divorce paper was waiting for me. Inside of it, I did Man of War. God punished devil. I was going through divorce when I did Man of War. I was going through divorce when I did the Lebuwere. I was still going through it kata when I did the Bube. You say what? You say what? You say what? My friend, if you don't understand the cost of my oil, you zip it. I was going through all of this. And people were celebrating Bube, Bube. Hey, Twale, Twale, she did Twale. Hey, she did the Lebuwere. I had to decide that yo boy, you are going to either die here and wait if the divorce will happen. Wait if it will not happen, and then before you will not pick up the pieces and say, okay, you know what, you're sorry self. My friend, that sorry self died the day I took a decision. I say, yo boy, you are a queen. You got to get up and work. Inside of it, I did 3 albums. What are you talking about? You got to have a spirit of a fighter. Makute Seteya. I remembered one that was, I took the bus. I was coming to London. I was coming to the studio to do recording. I cried through the night because I took night bus. From Holland to London. I cried the whole night. People were sleeping, lights off. I was crying inside the bus. I was hot with deep pain, but I bought tickets and traveled. I was coming up and down to UK 24 bits to do the recording. When I get to the studio, I clean my tears. Yeah, but we got work to do. We have decided this thing must die. I did 3 albums inside the fire. Because I decided, you are going to pray. I kill the spirit of uncertainty. The fear of not knowing what will happen, the fear of the unknown, is what is making you to stay there. It's what is making you to remain a slave to that friend. It's what is making you to remain a slave to that boss. It's what is making you to remain a slave, to allow yourself to be beaten blue-black in that relationship. It's what is making you to settle for a woman that will insult your life and belittle you like this as a man. You stay there. They have turned you into a punching ball. You stay there. Because of fear of the unknown. Makata Shataya. Say, Father, I kill the fear of the unknown. I kill it. Marabakato Shataya Dabo Sata. Likatabo, if you dress the lilies. In Dabo Shata Lakatelebo Sata. The lilies that are here today, tomorrow they are no more. If you dress them and make them so beautiful, even more than the beauty of Solomon. He knows your tomorrow. Let him worry about tomorrow. Be at your father's business today. Decide to get out. Decide to step out. Say, Father, I kill every spirit, every fear of uncertainty, every fear of the unknown. I kill it. Say, I kill it. You must pray aggressively. Say, I kill it. Fear of the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where I'm going from here. First run pass. Don't wait there at the junction. You know what I said in the beginning. You first run pass. Say, I kill fear of the unknown. I kill it. I kill it. Barakoto zete. Lesmanto siata lakwata. I kill it. Bakarika tabo shata. Lesaya labakoto lekata. Ligadabo. My life is in Jesus. I shouldn't fear tomorrow. Makute seteya. You must decide. Alabakute celebra ikata. Le paraka doze lebrakato shata ikata. Barusiete lebrakato shata. You must decide. Alakandoze telebrakade. You can't quench my fire. Can't quench my oil. I will let you. If you let me at this junction, you think you will come and meet me, and when you come back, I always tell people, you are joking. Just turn your back. Just turn your back. You will be, before you do like this, you will not meet me there. Even if I have to crawl. If I have to jump small, I will. If I have to grow in, so be it. If I have to roll over, so be it, but you will not meet me on that spot. Wow. I will let you. I kill the fear of unknown. Every spirit that has been intimidating you, making you think you will not survive without them, making you think this is all that it is, just settle for it. You can't do better. You are not allowed to pass here. He said, when you are tired, when you decide that enough is enough, you will break free. When you decide and you rebel against it, you will break free. You oppose against it. You fight against it. You take up a stand against it. You war against it. But you take charge and control. You will break free. Don't allow them to decide your life and push you around like this. Like this. Your emotion, they toy with your mind and your emotion. Today is good, tomorrow is not good. Tomorrow is good, next tomorrow is that. They are playing with your emotion. Mess you up here. You can't think. You're not balanced up here, and this is killing you. It's affecting every area of your life. They've thrown you off balance. You are going to pray. Everything that have messed me up here, I war against you. Everything that they've said to you, that have sticked inside your brain, that have messed you up, that you can't decide what is good. You can't tell from wrong and right anymore. Say, Father, Mashata la bragadulaka. Lesate le bragadolekata. I war against it. I war against those voices. Abakato shata la dabo sata. I arise tonight. I rebel against you. Makuta labo shata. Enough is enough. I have a sound mind. I have the mind of Christ. Say, I war against everything that have messed me up here. Because it's a war. It's a battle in your mind. It's a battle inside of you. The moment you talk back to the voices that are reciting those things over and over again, there is a script that they keep reading to you, and you believe it and you are living it. You must speak and say, not anymore. I war against it. I war against those things that they've told me that have made me so small. Every little self-esteem. Now women are dying and suffering of low self-esteem. That's what's killing them. Low self-esteem. When I went to Caribbean, one man said to me, he said, don't just say you are out in the island for broken women. He said, they are broken men, you know. I'm talking about old man of 70-something years. He walked to me. He said, your message blessed me today, child. He said, no, you said you are here for women. He said, but there are some broken men, you know. And by speaking to different men, I begin to understand that some men, even with title, with all your money and your big girls, they have attached themselves to things and to people and to relationships that have made them small. And they keep saying it. Don't you see your mates? Is that how you can deliver? Don't you see your mate church? Don't you see how they do it over there? First lady is telling general overseer, you see your mates? Is that how they do it? Go and learn, go and grow. See, you are still here. And then you are standing in front of the congregation. You can talk. The king in you has been killed and tempered with. The giant in you has been reduced by words. They kill you without knowing. And you allow them. They shrink you without knowing. And you let them. And by the time you come out, you can't deliver. Because there have been nobody behind closed door to fuel the king in you. And you say, well, in his time. The time is now. Not in his time. In your time. What will people say? In your time. The time is now. Say, when you are tired. When you decide I want to break free. Say, Father, I decree and I declare the time is now. I decree, I declare, I agree. I concur and I confirm. The time is now. I'm breaking out. Let them speak. Let them talk. Let them do whatever they want to do. I don't care anymore. I'm going to break out. I'm going to break loose from whatever that have kept me on the spot. We still got a few time. Say, I am coming out. Say, I am coming out. Say, I am coming out of this side. The time is now. The time is now. Say, I declare and I declare the time is now. Open your mouth and speak. Say, the time is now. The time is now where I break free from anger, from rage, from bitterness, from fear, from low self-esteem. I break out. I break out. I break out from this abusive relationship. I break out. From this attachment that I've attached myself. I break out. The way I fell in, I'm falling out. A shanda la brakato sete le bragade. Say I break out. I break out. Kata, enough is enough. I break out. I break out. E le barakato shata le bragade. Rismalagado shanda la bakoto ya sata. Say I break out. I am stepping out. There was a message I preached one time. A short message. I gave an example. I was coming from school. Then I went to YMCA to do sport training. Okay. So after the whole day, I would go and shower. Coming from far, I would carry my things, shower before I come home. Because me, I don't want to smell my own sweat. Me. It's a bad attitude. Pray for me. I don't want to smell my own sweat. Not to talk of smelling another person's own. Can't stand it. Me and water, we are very good friends. I don't want to smell another person's sweat. So when I enter inside the bus, I took care of myself, carried my towel, carried everything. I could have just finished from school and just say, you know what, I'm so tired, it's been a long day. When I get home, I'll shower. No, I showered there. Make sure that I'm smelling good. Sat there inside the bus. And then one lady entered. I'm not saying it, I'm just using it as an example. Forgive me, yes? This lady entered. No, I'm not just exaggerating. It was bad. No, it was really bad. No, don't laugh. It was really bad. So she sat next to me. I said, eh. I was like, hey. I was coming, I was bearing it. I was like, hey. All my body was itching. Just sitting next to her, all my body started itching me automatically. It's something in my head. So every time the bus will stop, I would say, this woman will soon come down, maybe. The bus will stop, I said, this woman will soon come down. I was bearing it at a time. I said, this woman is not coming down, me, I'm coming down. I decided, if you refuse to come down, me, I'm coming down. Instead of me to choke here and die here and pretend like it's all fine. And she was trying to have a conversation. I'm like, don't talk. Please. I just need to step out. So when I saw that this woman is not ready to come out, she's not reached her destination, I say, me, automatically, I've reached my destination. Yobo, come down and wait for another bus. Last, you wait here for 30 minutes. I don't care. So I press the bell. Decide to decide. I decided to decide. If you are not coming out, if this thing is not bothering you, this smell that I'm smelling, everybody inside the bus is smelling it and pretending that it's okay. It's not only me, it was that bad. Oh. If everybody is fine with it, me, I'm not fine with it. I pressed the bell. Yatori. Immediately this driver stopped. I carried my bag, but let's go. I came down and said, whoa! And I waited for the next bus. If they refuse to come out, if they are comfortable with what they are doing, if they have decided to settle for that thing, don't mean that you should. If they don't know that this is wrong and they've given a place to eat and decide that this is where we are going to die, you shouldn't stay there and say this is it too. You shouldn't concur to it. You must decide what do you want to do in this season of your life. If this is how they marry in their family, this is not how you marry from. If this is how they treat women in their family, it's not how. If this is how they train her up, that her mother was mouthy, this is all she knows, but this is not how your mother treated your father. My friend, decide to decide. If this is not what you are used to, and you know that this thing is not helping me from here, I'm not getting better from it, my friend, decide that me, I want to step out of this box. You are going to pray. Father, give me the grace. Give me the grace to detach. Give me the grace to press the bell. I'm coming out. Mashataya. Give me the grace to press and say, stop. I want to step out. I don't know about you. It's fine. If it's okay with you, it's fine. But me, it's not okay. I'm stepping out. This is where it ends. Hey, Shataya, this boss, you are not taking me further than this junction. I come down. Lakatobosata, I'm talking about life. Follow me. Oh. Say, I come out. I come out. I step out. Le shanda la bakutiada esata. Say, Father, I step out. Yakata of this misery, of these tears, of this shame, this reproach. Say, I step out. Imakatozia la katalabo shata. I step out. Emarosenda la raboshata. Resata la bragade. Give me the grace to step out. Ele makuria sianda ebata. Give me the grace to step out. Ekabadosha talarabasoto. Baresia tabraga dozede lekata. Give me the grace to step out. No more carrying this baggage is more than here. I am stepping out. I am stepping out. I am stepping out. I have decided not anymore. Labo shatala. Give me the grace to step out. Listen, let me read to you. Ezra. Like at the Ezra 10. Ezra 10, 1 to 4. Listen, Ezra 10, 1 to 4. He said, now, when Ezra had prayed, and when he had confessed, weeping, and casting himself down before the house of God, there assembled unto him out of Israel a very great congregation of men and women and children, for the people wept very sore. And Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Ezra, we have trespassed against our God, and have taken strange wives of the people of the land. Yet now there is hope in Israel concerning this thing. Even though we have sinned, even though we have brought this on ourselves, even though it's me that use my leg to waka inside that box, even though there is still hope, yo, but you can press the bell and come out. He said, yet there is still hope concerning this thing. Now therefore let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives and such as are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those that tremble at the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law. Verse 4. He said, arise, for this matter belongeth unto thee. We also will be with thee. Be of good courage and do it. Ezra. Let me read the NIRV translation, verse 4 of it. He said, get up, Ezra. This matter is in your hands. Do what you need to do. Arise, Ezra. Get up. This matter is in your hands. Do what you need to. We will be behind you all the way. Be brave and do it. There's a time for crying. He cried, he wept. They sinned against the Lord. Don't marry strange women. They went to attach themselves to strange women. Don't marry strange men. They went to attach themselves to strange men. It's in the Bible. They said we are going to put them away. Ha! If this is what we have to do, then we will do it. Because this thing is getting out of hand. We are going to put away the strange women. We are going to put away the strange men. We are going to put away this nasty attitude. We are going to put away this character that has followed you till now. It's not let people. We are going to put away everything that has become an habit that is draining you. Spirit of buy, shop. The one you have, you've not finished it. Shop. It's something you have to put away. He said, Ezra, this thing is in your hand. He said, you do what you need to do. We are behind you, will follow. You see, the moment you arise and take decision, people are waiting for you to just take a stand. The moment you decide to decide, and people see you moving, people see that you've chosen another path. They might not like the new you. I was telling my friends, like, I think 2-3 years back, I said, listen, I called them, my friends. I said, I've decided this is how I want to live my life. I did not fake about it. I just said, you know what? I'm just saying it because it's going to shock you people. So don't think maybe you people did something wrong or whatever. Say, me, I've just decided this is how I want to live my life. So you people, we have to get, I'm talking about myself. I told my friends. I said, you people, we have to get used to the new Iyobo. Because this matter is in my hand. When people now see that you've decided this is the turn I'm taking, they will follow. He said, you decide, the time of crying is over. We have all cried, we have wept, we help. And there's a time to cry, there's a time to weep, there's a time to confess, there's a time to be sorry for yourself. There's a time to organize a pity party, but there's a time where you stand up and decide, the matter is in my hand. If I refuse to do something, nothing moves. The time that you've cried is past. The time that you call people and report, hey, she did this, and he did this, and they did that, and they not said, and they did, it's finished. This is the time where you decide. Now, okay, now, Jacob has stolen my blessing. It has been given to him. This is what I have to do. I have to fight. I have to struggle. Okay, what do I need to do now? This is how and what I have left. This is how I have decided I want to live my life. I'm going to forgive him. I'm going to break free from this anger because he was very peaceful for his brother. I'm going to stop this. I am going to decide to live my life in another pattern. He said, Ezra, this matter is in your hand. Do what you need to do. I double dare you. I look into your eyes, you, and double dare you tonight to pray this prayer. Ashadale. Say, Father, give me grace. Empower me to do what I need to do. It's not me that said it. You pray it. If you are sick and tired of getting sick and tired, I double dare you to pray this prayer. Because if you pray it, God will answer. Say, Father, give me the grace. Empower me to do what I need to do. In order for me to break free. You know what you need to do. But you don't have the power. You don't have the grace. You don't have the strength to do it. Say, Father, I repeat, I double dare you to pray this prayer. Empower me to do what I need to do. I told you, for one is to give up anger. For the other one is to forgive totally. For another is to cut loose from that person. To step out from that relationship. For another is to quit that job, that thing you are doing that you know is not a job. You've named this to be a job. I don't know what it is. Everybody have a thing that you've attached yourself to, that have made you a slave, that is making you feel powerless. Say, Father, empower me to do what I need to do. In this season, empower me to do what I need to do. Empower me to do what I need to do. Write it there. Say, Father, empower me. Empower me to do what I need to do. Empower me to step out and take this decision. Empower me to step out and be bold and do this thing. Empower me to step out of this pain, of this disappointment, of this bitterness, of this constant tears, this constant brokenness. They break you over and over again. They say they love you. My friend, it's not love. Say, I am breaking out of this obsession called love. If that's how you define it. According to my dictionary on I love. Say, Father, empower me to do what I need to do. They have kept you under bondage and they have defined it as love. I am talking to somebody. You know that this is bondage. You are a slave. You know, but because of fear of people, fear of the unknown, you've decided to stay there. I double dare you. Say, Father, empower me to do what I need to do. Les mantos yatala bragado jatala kutiada. Les maragado le bragade. To say yes to your will, God. If this thing is dragging me down, if this thing is slowing me down, I'm going to give it up. I'm going to surrender it to my Father and say, do what you need to do, Father. If you want me to give up this job, I'll give it up. I'll give it up. You provide. If you want me to detach myself from this thing, I'll do it. Say, Father, I hand it all over to you. I want to serve you in freedom. Let my people go so that they will serve me. It's not for you to run off and begin to live like a vagabond. It's for you to free yourself so that you can serve your Father in freedom. Don't get me wrong, girl. I'm asking you to rebel against that mountain so that you can serve your Father in freedom. So that you can accomplish what God has called you to accomplish on this earth. So that you don't bring yourself in problem and you say the devil has come. No, it's you. You have decided not to decide. Say, empower me to do what I need to do. Father, empower me to do what I need to do. Jagada bakudia ziadabo. Eparosiana labakoto sata. Likata labo shantaya. Likataya. Love is not supposed to hurt. Ekatabo shanda labragadi. Don't be loyal to the wrong thing. Makute setele. I say you are strong, my friend. You will die. Matosia tabo shata labragade. Lesanda labo shata. Say, Father, empower me to do what I need to do. If you must make it or make it work. If you can't make it, well, my friend, detach yourself from that thing. He said, when the time comes, when you are tired, then you decide you want to rebel. You will be free and break loose. You will shake off the yoke of you. Every yoke that have attached itself to your neck, that is making you to walk like this, like a robot. In the spirit realm, you can't move. You can't do nothing. You are stuck. Say, Father, I break that yoke off my neck. I break it off my neck. I break it off my neck. I drop it. The guilt, the condemnation, the blame game, I drop it. The anger, I drop it. The pride, I drop it. The spirit of gossiping, I drop it. This mouthy attitude that I have before they say one, you have already said 10. I drop it. Empower me to do what I need to do, Father. In this season, I rebel against this mountain. I war against this team. I war against my anger. There was a time in my life that I had to war against anger. I'm telling you about myself. I had to war and rebel against anger. This one is not God deliver me. You have to deliver yourself, my friend. I say, Iyobo, no more. This outburst, this thing that you flare up, they push your butt in every time and you bust it loose. They will say, look at her. I say, Iyobo, no more. I had to rise up and war against anger. I say, I'm a king. I'm a queen. I'm the father's daughter. I refuse to behave like a market woman. I say, I war against anger. You can't push me to do what I don't want to do. You can't make me react the way you want me to react. I decide, I step back and look at the situation and decide I want to react. If I slap you, it's my decision. It's a well thought one. You can't make me to just say, peekaboo, and I jump out. Not anymore. Anything I do, I think about it very well. The days where I say it was a mistake, they push me to it. They make no. I take my time to think about every decision. What are you talking about? The time is gone. When they toy with your emotion, they make you behave like one nuisance. My friend, detach yourself. La shata la rabo soto le bragado shata. Say, I break this yoke off my neck. I will not react the way I used to react. I break it off my neck. I pull it off. I rebel against this thing. I have decided to rebel against it. Meaning I will raise up a standard against it until this thing moves. I will oppose. I will take charge. I will decide. I will gain my ground on this situation. This thing must change. This thing must take another turn. I'm stepping out. Ciao. Arrivederci. I'm getting out of here. You do it, me. Bivat my needs. Nay, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm out of here. La Korea Siatabo Shata. You see this drama? This one they put up together. Write the script and give it to you to act. And you keep playing the same role over and over again. They will direct it, write the script and hand it over to you. You will act it. And when they are watching the movies, they see. They will say, look at her. You will take the blame for their stupid mistake. The movie that they wrote, you are acting it. Say, not anymore. You write it, you act it yourself. Or you if you pack the load, carry it with your head. Say, not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Father, give me the ability to boss my emotion. Give me the grace to boss my emotion. 5 more minutes and I'll leave you. Give me the grace to boss my emotion. Makuta, to put my attitude in place. To put my character in place. To react like a king. To react like a queen. To represent who I carry. Say, Father, make me a god to this Pharaoh. I don't know what that Pharaoh is. I don't know what represents Pharaoh in your life. Whatever it is. Is it the wrong hunger? the wrong taste for something that does not align with the word of God in your life. Say, Father, Kuta, make me a God. Make me a God unto it. Ability to say no. I was telling my mother, I said, Mom, I can't. Akata, my husband did touch me for months. I was telling my mom, Mom, I can't do it. This is madness. My mom said, God is teaching you to control your flesh. But yes, you can. 1 year passed, I was still wearing wedding ring. Married, but my husband wasn't touching me. He became part of me. My mom said, God is teaching you to kill this flesh. I started to pray, I said, God, make me a God to my flesh. Make me a God to my flesh. I don't know whatever it is, whatever hunger that is putting you in trouble, that you hunger for that in every time. You ensnare yourself. They say, Father, help me to kill this hunger. Help me to kill this taste. The hunger and taste for power. Power, authority. They must recognize me in this church. They must know I'm the one that is behind all these things that are happening in this church. My pastor must recognize me. It's a devilish hunger. Kill it. Say, Father, I rebel against this attitude. I kill it. I kill it. I kill it. Make me a God unto this thing. Make me a God unto this thing, Father. I don't want to be a slave anymore. Make me a God unto this thing. Make me a God unto this thing. I kill it. I kill it. I kill it. The brother Gadizia Labragade. I kill it. I kill it in the name of Jesus. I kill it. Rakatabo sata. Makurasie bragado jata. Lekadabo sata. The prodigal son said, I will arise. I don't care how bad it looks like. I don't care how far you've wandered away. I don't care the wrong decision. I'm going to pray this last prayer point with you. One thing has kept me going. I'm not perfect. I'm not. I don't want to compare myself to other people. I don't. I am content with who I am. I have discovered that there is something unique about me. At my place of work, they will say, you're crazy, but you're good crazy, Tatiana. So when you are not at work, things go wrong. On Monday, I didn't go to work. I had to go for an appointment. And when I got to work on Tuesday, they were telling me things that happened in the weekend. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And as I was coming inside the lift, one of the clients saw me. He was like, Tatiana, you didn't show up yesterday and you didn't show up Saturday. I said, I don't work Saturdays anymore. He was like, oh my God, when you are not here, even the receptionist, he said, things go wrong here. And there was a black man that just came to the facility. I've not met with him. So he was waiting for the lift. When the guy told me, I said, I said, I carry an atmosphere. As I was speaking in tongues, jokingly with the security while the guy was talking to me, the black man that stood there was laughing. He says, obvious. You carry an atmosphere. I said, I carry a dangerous atmosphere. Don't go there. Oh. They were telling me, they said, when you are not here, things go wrong. You're crazy, but you're good crazy, Yobo. Yes, you are, Tatiana. Arabo Shata, I began to speak in tongues and I was jumping. They said, this is the craze we mean. I said, I carry an atmosphere. When I'm around, everybody behave. When I'm around, there is an atmosphere of tranquility, joy, peace. They had to confess and tell me. I said, anytime you walk through the door that you are on duty, we know it's going to be a Holy Ghost party. It's going to be one crazy, funny day. Because you're around. I had to learn to accept my loud self. My uniqueness. I don't want to be you. I had to rebel against the voices of people. She stood this. She stood that. She loved this. She loved fashion. The other one said she wear eyelash. What's your problem? She does the. She had a. You must war against how people want you to live. They've arranged a path for you when they want you to follow. My friend, war against it. You must come to a place where you know that you are a queen. You are loved by your father. And what has kept me till this time, I didn't forget where I started from. What has kept me going is that I know how to war against my mistake. The moment I found myself on the wrong path, or I made a mistake, or I took a wrong decision, and I said, Iyobo, did you do that? You did, Iyobo. I'll tell myself, I can't believe you did that. I immediately go back, retrace my step, and I war, I shan't die. I war against my mistake. It's a fight, girl. This is not a fun fair, this is a warfare. I'm talking about your mistake. War against it. Rebel against it. That you know what? You can't keep me here. Even though I've made a mistake, I took the wrong decision. I'm going to fight my way out. Shut up. It's your choice. So because you made the wrong decision, the wrong choice, you have to die there. It's a life from the pit of hell. I will rebel against it and come out of it and do it right. I pray for you. The grace to accept yourself. To look into the mirror and say, you're crazy, but you're good crazy. It's working for me, girl. You will look into the mirror and say, this is how God has created me. This is what is unique about me. I pray for you this day. The grace to accept yourself so that you will know that you are complete in Him. I will come back and do that teaching. You are complete in Him. You don't need them to complete you. You don't need that character, that pride look. When you fake it, you don't need that pride look to complete you, to make you feel important. You don't need it. You are complete in Jesus. I pray for you this day. Ability to accept yourself. To love yourself. To be content with whose you are. That you belong to your Father. So you don't become a slave to anything and to everything. I pray for you this day. The grace to war against your mistake. Because sometimes you think, was my choice. I decided, I went for it, I did it, it was my mistake, I've been foolish, I've been stupid. Well, this is just what the consequences. I pray for you. Even though it was your mistake. The grace to war against it, I pray for you. The grace to rewrite the script, I pray for you. Receive it today. I join the oil on my head and that of my husband as a prophet. And I prophesy to you, your mistake will hold you no more. I say I hand under the grace of my husband as a prophet. I prophesy. Kabodo Jata. Your mistake will hold you no more. Shake it off. I prophesy to you. The power and the ability to shake it off be released unto you. Mashata. Be released unto you. Be released unto you in the name of Jesus. To shake off your mistake. To kill guilt and self-condemnation. Be free from your own self. Because when you are free from your own self, you can be free from them. If you are not free from your own self, you will not understand that somebody else is also keeping you. The grace to be free from yourself, receive it. To attack and confront your mistake and rebel against it and say, even though, he said, even at this, there is still hope concerning this matter. They told Ezra, we are tired of crying. Money is enough, is enough. You just tell us what to do. We are going to do it. We need to put away the wives. We need to put away the strange women, the strange men. It's okay now. We do it. It's in the Bible. He's there. He said, let's put them away. If that is going to solve the problem, I pray for you today. The grace to put off whatever you need to put off. Stop crying. Stop whining. The grace to put it off. Attack this mistake. The one that you've caused on yourself. Doesn't matter. Attack it, confront it, stand up against it, rise up against it, rebel against it. And do it again. Try it again. Correct that thing with boldness. Away with the shame. Away with the shame. In the name of Jesus, no more shame, no more guilt, no more self-condemnation. No more blaming and beating up yourself for a mistake, a wrong decision that you took for a long time. It's okay, darling. You are human. I've been there. Times without numbers. I have been there. I'm not here to fake it to you. I have been there. But I always rise up and do it again. I don't stay at the place where I missed it. I try to correct it and do it again. There is still hope for you. By the way, you need to order that book. There is still hope for you. I pray for you. Receive this second chance. And if it's your 5th chance, but this is not my second chance, I've gotten many chances. And then receive the 20th chance. Receive all. This chance is yours. Receive it. Keep receiving another chance. We serve a God of another chance. Do it again. I pray for you this day. The grace to embrace the Father's love. To put away what you need to put away. Arise and rebel against that thing. War against it. It's a new dawn. It's a new season. Stop complaining about it. And decide to decide. You are free. Decide to decide what you want to do. Let me play the song for you. The sacrifice. Let me play the song from the beginning for you. Somebody has paid the price. Don't let it keep you there anymore. I've tasted of your grace. My mouth will talk about your mercies and faithfulness. I'm a testimony of your endless grace. Hey, your endless love. The price you paid has made a way. Master of all, you are the Lamb. Your sacrifice, slain for my place. You took the fault that I missed. Now I am free. I'm free indeed. Somebody has paid the price. You're free. You are not a slave anymore, darling. Oh, humbled lamb, stretched on the cross, wounded and bruised, that I may behold. You tore the veil and gave me a second chance. You conquered the grave. You tore the veil, gave me a second chance, that I might live. You are my sacrifice, slain for my place. You took the fall, that I might rise. When I wrote this song, but from a place where I look back, I said, God, who would have done it if not you? You conquered the grave. You are the Lamb. You don't have to be a slave anymore. He has taken away your shame. He was disgraced so that you will be honored. No more shame. Wounded and bruised. For your sake. Stretched high and hung up there. For your sake. Seated now in majesty where you are supposed to rule and reign with him. You are not a slave. Now I can reign because of the Lamb. Now I can rule because of the Lamb. Now I can stand because of the Lamb. Now I can speak because of the Lamb. No more hiding. Now I am healed because of the Lamb. Now I am free because of the Lamb. Master of all, You are the Lamb, the sacrifice, slain for my place. You took the fall that I might rise. Now I am free. I'm free indeed. Master of all, you are the Lamb, the sacrifice, slain for my place. You took the fall that I might rise. Now I am free. I'm free indeed. You're free, darling. This is one of the tracks from the Balm of Gilead. You are free. Live in freedom. You are not a slave anymore. Dare to live your life. If it's your life, it's your right. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let nobody make you feel otherwise. Don't let nobody talk you out of your spot. Don't let nobody keep you bound anymore. Don't let them chain you anymore. No more chains, no more shackles. You are a queen. Don't let them make you feel worthless. You are a queen, you are a king. Your father is the monarch of the universe. And if your father is the monarch of the universe, or you boss, you should boss this thing. You have the ability to rebel against this thing. You are a queen. You are a king. I love you. You're very, very honorable for Christ. And don't you forget our Wednesday special opening for everybody. You can visit us at our church building. Check out my cover picture on Facebook for information. Or you can call and book appointments if you need to talk to the prophet. I love you. Till I see you next time. You're very, very honorable for Christ. Orobosa, Sylvia, Cabaret, Juliet. For all the names that I can't see and all the ministers that watch, all my friends and loved ones that watch this program, I want to say, I love you, Cabaretta. The last person I'm seeing is Cabaretta, Sylvia, and then Cabaretta. I can't say the rest. But I love you. I celebrate you. All thanks for joining. Oh my God, it's past our time. All right, I love you. Bye-bye. Shalom. Mwah. Mwah. Oh my baby, thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm trying to put up this thing. Thanks for joining. Mwah.